Hi, I'm Jet, and I'm this guy who makes short films in my channel. Today, we're gonna talk about the film I made called the ADHD. When I was a kid, I have ADHD, and I didn't know about it. I didn't get diagnosed. I just suffered through it. I just swallowed it. I was reactive, my emotion goes up and down, and my life's chaotic. I forgot a lot of things, and now that I grew up and learned about this, it kind of makes sense. So yeah, that's why I made this film, is to show you what it looks like in my perspective. It took me a long time, at least I'll say 2 to 3 months in order to make this. I've been filming for at least 2 years, and I would say this is the best one I made in short films. The longest thing that took me is the story writing. 90% is preparation and 10% is just film. It took me a month thinking of this. The only thing I'm skilled at to express this is through cooking. I have a friend who's doing business in kitchen, and he let me borrow his kitchen. This is the story structure I made. It's from Freytag. Started with a guy, me, wanting to cook a burger. But later on, I'll show you that I have ADHD. For those people that hasn't watched it, videos here. After I made the story, everything went easy. So this is how I do my storyboard. Is like a box, and I have the shots here. And this is what it's gonna look like in a camera. So I use different lenses. And I have this stock from EOS M50. That's my camera, by the way. Yeah, how many shots do I have in here? It's like hundreds. Took me 6 to 7 hours to film, from 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. in the morning. So yeah, let's look at the clips I have. This is where I started filming the wide shot, or the intro, right? That's not fun at all, you guys have seen that. And as you can see, I was trying to move my foot like that. If you have an ADHD, you kind of like move different from normal people. I was like, I'm about to throw the bun. Also, if you notice in the film, is I have this thing. I try to take it off with After Effects, but my edit isn't that good. It looks obvious though. So that's just the basic I have. And when did it start to become fun? Look at me. And I would say I have experience in films now, but the acting part, that's where it gets me. You can see the way we deal with the other things too is kind of like different. Look, the way I showed it to you, how I hold the pan. Normally, I'm just like that. I don't know why my brain does that, but... So going to the fridge, I went so many times because there's some things that I keep forgetting. While I'm doing this film, my ADHD is kicking in. At the same time, I was looking in my notes while I do that. This is the part where I get distracted. If you have an ADHD, is you can't focus too much in a thing. You'll get bored or you'll lose interest. That's why when I made the scene here, is I got distracted by the knife. It took me 2 minutes, 3 minutes to play with it. I just fast forwarded. There's this part where I put a coloring fluid in my hand. The worst part is I didn't know that it takes a lot of time to wash it up. So I spent like 10 to 15 minutes washing this. So I learned that baking soda and a lot of soap will take the food color. So at the same time, I showed to you that, you know, people who has it are like messy. In real life, I'm like that. I'm looking for the fun part where I messed up. I don't remember. It's been a month, 2 months now since last time I did it. So what happens is you get this domino effect. Once a bad thing happens, it'll just keep following. And that's how we experience life. The other thing I tried is testing the pickles. I put a garbage there when I nudge it. I was connecting the shot. I need to hit that with my elbow. This is the second shot. I just dropped it on the floor. It went all over the place, and I have to leave that for a long time because I still need to film that. Look at me dealing with a broken glasses. So this is the part where I play with my shutter speed. It's kind of blurry like that, or the motion blur, whatever that is, I forgot. There's this part that I didn't get really violent, trying to become nice to the tomato. And yeah, I'm trying to show that after that I'm gonna grab something and I'm gonna fail it again, and just keep failing and failing and failing to the point that I get overwhelmed. I sounded like a British guy there. Fuck. This is the part where I realized that I just burnt my burger. Sometimes you gotta do a lot of shot, even if you have a good shot, because sometimes you might don't like it. So it'll take a lot. Oh yeah, I remember this part. It's like, it's just a burger. That's a fucking... Oh, I forgot the word. This is the point that I got disappointed. I think this is the climax. He failed the burger. What's he gonna do now? It's kind of like I was disappointed like this. I'm not gonna show that to you. It's cringe. You haven't even subscribed yet, man. Then the plot twist is I saw Burger King. What happened in the story? I burned the burger, and that thing saved me, right? So I called them. I want a Whopper. It came to the point here that in my stories, the Burger King came late. That's where I made the story even for ADHD people. It's when they get really pissed too much, is they get into the zone. What happened is I didn't get what I want. Now I gotta go back to do the burger and solve the problem. I'm in the zone now because I'm pissed. I just rather do a burger. And this is my favorite part. So yeah, this thing is a soccer move that you're gonna get the ball through your foot. Bruh. There you go, there you go. I was trying to lift that, kick that like that. That looks stupid. Like I said, especially in cooking, is once you like get used to it from chaos, is you'll get into zone and you're just gonna do some things that are are miraculous, you know. I have to go out just to get the burger. Good thing they're 24 hours here.
Why do I have to fucking burger?
No, I don't want to eat. And I decided to not to put a happy ending because we barely really have a happy ending for us. And yeah, I just want to show it to you today because I feel like I'm just posting a lot of serious shit. I want to show you the progress to how I make them, and also yeah, I'm glad if you watch this and you get here. Right, I hope I inspire you for a bit, and yeah, go watch the video I made. I'm gonna make more film in the future.